Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it's time for episode number 72 of our Pokemon Sapphire playthrough. I almost said Pokemon Moon playthrough because, interesting fact behind the scenes, I just finished recording episode 72 of Pokemon Moon as well, just a moment ago. So, in the last episode of Pokemon Sapphire, we tried to take on the other two Reggie brothers, Reggie Ice and Reggie Steel, here in the Hoenn region. And spoilers for the last episode in about 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and we're ready. I did catch Reggie Ice, but Reggie Steel decided, you know what, you got one of us, you don't need any others. So Reggie Steel decided to go its own way. We didn't capture that one, so even though we failed to capture Regirock already, if we hadn't, the failure to capture Reggie Steel would mean we're kind of up a creek when it comes to Regigigas and Gen 4. But, like I said with Regirock, I could do like a second off-screen playthrough just to get the other two Reggie brothers, just if you guys want to see me go for Regigigas in Gen 4 when we get to there. So that's still quite a ways off, don't need to worry about that just yet. I will remind you as we get to that part of Gen 4. But for today's episode, it's going to be a shorter episode, possibly, depending on how long this kind of side quest takes. What I want to do is, since we did encounter Latios in the last episode, randomly, I want to see if we can just try to track it down. I do have the Master Ball still, so if necessary, I can use it to capture this. Please don't be on the water all that much. I'm trying to think, where would be the best place to try to get it to show up? I'm thinking Oldale Town, because there's 3 routes out of there. They all have grass connecting to them. That's probably the best place to encounter Latios. So we're going to fly over there. Now, I got to buy a bunch of Pokeballs, because I used every last single Pokeball trying to capture Reggie Steel. And I also gotta heal the team, of course. I'm also gonna switch somebody out. The idea I have, since Latios, I believe, is pretty quick, I'm going to start off with Zapdos and go for the Thunder Wave Paralysis to slow it down. Then every time we see it again, I'm gonna have Squeak go for Super Fang. So what I'd like to do, if possible, see if I can track it down for the initial time to get the Thunder Wave off. Then I'll probably just do like a speed-up montage to show you the Super Fanging and weakening it. And then we're going to go with the encounter that we capture it. So that's going to take a while, of course. What I'll probably do there is also speed up until the point that we do make the capture. So first of all, we're going to move some Pokemon. Articuno, we're going to swap you out for Zapdos. That's not even anybody that I was trying to think of. Let's switch over to box 3 and grab ourselves, that's the wrong Pokemon. Why can't I choose the right Pokemon? I saw Yellow, I saw Spiky, my brain went to Zapdos immediately. So we're going to switch Articuno out. I was going to say we could yawn it with Pinky, but no, we're going to Thunder Wave, of course. That's going to be the status condition. Does it have Refresh? It very well could. Alright, so next order of business, we're going to head over to the Pokemon Shop, Pokemon Mart, and grab ourselves, I'm thinking let's go 50 Pokeballs if I can afford that. I probably can. I can safely afford 50 Pokeballs. If we don't catch it in one of these 50 Pokeballs, or the Premier Ball I just got, I don't even want Latios. Much like I didn't want Reggie Steel by the end of that. Alright, so let us check the Pokedex and see what area is it in now. So the trick here, much like I was trying to do with the roaming legendaries back in Silver, leave town, pop back in, check the Pokedex again. Now, you don't have a tracking thing, an app on your Pokegear, do you hear? I don't think. So if I move up, there's a chance that as I leave town and go to the new route, it's going to move onto that same route of 102. So, this is the fun of randomly running around from route to route, just to see, will it show up? Pokedex once again. This is entertaining stuff, isn't it here? And it moved away. So what I'm going to do now is go down and come back up and see, did it appear on this route? And sadly, there's really not much more to talk about. Well, I suppose I could say, after I record this, I still got to record another episode of Pokemon Moon for Wednesday's upload. I didn't want to leave town, or I didn't want to enter back town just yet. Although I think I'm in town now, based on the music. Alright, I'm gonna go up and then back into town. No, I wasn't in town. Okay, that was the route music. And you're up there now. So, it would take 2 movements to go to route whatever that is south of, or north of Slateport, and then back onto Route 102. So I'm gonna go up and then back down again. I gotta record another episode of Pokemon Moon. I'm technically a couple episodes ahead of time. I did, when I did the Pokemon League Challenge. Oh, it might be on the next route. Anyway, I wonder if Mauville would be a better place to do the searching at, because it seems to be sticking around there quite a bit. Anyhow, I recorded the 2-part sort of episodes of the Pokemon League Challenge. Yeah, I went all the way there. I'm gonna fly to Mauville City. We'll do our search there. So I'm gonna have 3 episodes of Pokemon Moon pre-recorded as of today's recording of Pokemon Sapphire. You don't need to know that. That's, again, behind-the-scenes stuff that you guys get. You get the episodes as they come out, essentially. Alright. Let us now see whereabouts you've moved yourself to this time. So you're north. If I move north, it's gonna walk away, or fly away. So let's try... It seems to like the south route. I'm gonna go down here. I suppose one of the bad things, though, is... Well, we have Surf. We don't have Rock Smash, though. If it's in the north route, then I think we need Rock Smash to access it. You would move there, wouldn't ya? Wouldn't ya? Alright. Now where did you move to? See, like... This is why sometimes this isn't the funnest thing. Okay, you're over there now. I'm gonna try down again. Because this is all just a bunch of running from route to route, just hoping that the glow is gonna be on your route, and if so, try to get the encounter. And you will back up. Alright then. So what I'm gonna do, since there is really nothing to talk about, and this is just boring and I don't want you guys to have to sit through this, I'm going to speed things up until we encounter Latios, if it's not on this route south here as I step onto Route 110. I'll see you back in a little bit as we make the paralysis. Alright, we are on the route with Latios now. Let's see if we can get it to show up and get this paralysis fired off. Problem is, if we don't see it in the first few encounters, there's a good chance it's going to run away and go to a different route. So, we don't want you. Wait, does Zapdos even have Thunder Wave? Okay, good. I was going to say, if he didn't, I think Pikachu still had it. But let's go for 5 encounters and just see, does Latios decide to show itself? That's not Latios. Around this time, after the second encounter on the route, I'm kind of worried, thinking, we're never going to find this thing, are we? It already disappeared to the next route. But I'm not going to give up just yet. We're going to wait. That's a Wingull. Not the white Pokemon we're looking for. 2 more encounters, and then we'll see, did Latios move? This is going to be so reminiscent of when we looked for the roaming beasts back in Gen 3. Yep, it's already gone, isn't it? Hopefully, you folks don't mind if this is a very boring episode, because it's going to be nothing but looking for Latios. I'm checking the Pokédex. We're going to see, is it still on this route? I have a hunch that after 3 encounters, it leaves the route regardless. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. Well, definitely not. I'm going to try every 3 encounters. I'm going to recheck the Pokédex and see, did it move or not. Now, it'd be kind of cool if they did something where it's almost like in Pokemon Moon, where if you check the Pokédex, it shows you exactly what patch of grass per route that you'll find that particular Pokemon. What if they did something where you have to find the Latios, or Latios in the Ruby version, in a certain section of grass? I hope they wouldn't do that, because that would get obnoxious searching every single blade of grass. This seems like it might be the one. I thought so. It's weird. You can sort of see a bit of a delay between when I walk and when the encounter happens, and that had that brief little delay. Alright, are we fast enough to paralyze? I thought so. We get the paralysis off. Of course, Latios is going to run away. But now, we're going to go back to our speed up as we try to track it down again, and repeatedly go for Super Fangs to try to whittle it down to the tiny bit of red HP. So I'll see you back in a little bit.
Just try will never be enough. you can.
I've been at this for over an hour, just trying to whittle this thing down. Now, in that time, I'd like to say congratulations to Squeak for never missing a single Super Fang. You know, I'd like to say that, but I can't, because he did miss one, adding so much more time to this hunt. But it is as low as we're going to get it. It is in the red with like a tiny sliver of HP. It is paralyzed. I'm going to start throwing Pokeballs. Now, the thing is, it's been over an hour. I am a Taurus. I am known to be quite stubborn. I am not this stubborn. If I don't capture Latios in the next half hour or so, I'm calling it a day. I've got other things to do with my time. I have wasted too much of my life on this legendary as it is. So, that is that's my decision. If I don't capture it within the next half hour, well, once I throw the Pokeball, it's now on a half-hour time mark. If it doesn't get captured, it then has 30 minutes to stay in one of the Pokeballs and show up on the route that I happen to be hunting it on, because I don't know how many times it just randomly jumped across the map, despite the fact that I'm trying to track down exactly what route it might move to. And as I'm rambling, I'm losing track of the wild encounters. I'm going to go for one more wild encounter. If it is not Latios, then I'm going to check the Pokedex again. And if it has moved off of this route that I did track it down to, I am going to be so very nettled. Let's take a look. I'll hold the nettling for another few encounters. It's been, like my recording says, an hour and 7 minutes since I started the episode. So I haven't exactly been hunting Latios for the full hour, but it feels like it. I don't know, why do they have this in? Like, first of all, the capture rate is so high, because it's a legendary Pokemon. You also have to track it down multiple times and slowly whittle away at it? Like, why? Alright. You listen to me, Latios. You stay in this Pokeball. If you do not, you've got a half hour before I deem you unworthy for my collection. Alright, the 30 minutes starts now. I'll check back with you if and when I catch it. Latios' half hour is well up, so this is the last attempt I'm going to make to capture this legendary before calling it quits for the day, because I've wasted enough of my life on this as it is. It's already been an hour and a half, more than that, as I've been trying to capture this thing. I don't have any more time or patience to try to capture this roaming legendary. You know, they shouldn't have made it this hard to find, this hard to capture. Because, like, if I don't capture it in this Pokeball, I'm still going to claim victory, because, given enough time, this would eventually work. I keep buying Pokeballs, I can keep going for the encounters, trying to track it down. Eventually, it is going to stay in one of these Pokeballs, but I just don't have the time to do that, and I'm not going to make you sit through all of this footage just to show the capture. And if I did make the capture and just cut to that part of the footage, then it's not really doing justice to the torment, that it takes to find and capture these legendary Pokemon. So, if I don't make the capture on screen, I'm not going to make it off screen. I'm going to choose to not include this Latios in my collection. It is not worthy of being in my collection, That might be talking kind of elitist, talking myself up a little bit, but, I am the Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and Alola champion here on the channel anyway. So, if Latios doesn't see that, or doesn't recognize that grandeur, I guess, and doesn't want to join in with me, so be it. I don't care at this point. I can find other legendary Pokemon. I've encountered and captured a good number of legendaries already. I did get... Here it is right here. I did get Mewtwo, Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno from Gen 3. Sorry, Gen 1. Didn't get any from Gen 2. I have caught Regice and Kyogre in this generation. And I am about to capture Latios one way or the other. Either I do get it in the ball, or I simply claim victory. Because as I said, given enough time, this would be mine. But with that, I am done for the day. I have to do a lot of editing now, thanks to Latios wasting so much of my time. And that is going to be a wrap for today's episode. So, I'd like to say, first of all, thanks for watching, and thanks for sticking with me through all of this, as I called it, torment. If you enjoyed the episode for whatever reason, feel free to drop a like down below and leave a comment letting me know if you guys have ever done any capturing of the roaming legendaries, Latios, or even in other generations. Do you have any particular technique that you like to go for? As you saw for mine, I tend to go around here in Mauville City, because although there are a lot of random chances that it could go to any neighboring route from the route that it's on as you step out of town, I find it crosses through that area a lot more often than certain other sections of the map. I noticed it was spending a lot of time over on the water on the eastern side of Hoenn, but that is such a vast, expansive area, it's hard to get from one route to the other without getting encountered all the time, and by the time you get to the other route, it might have flown to another section, and there's just, I don't know. I find Mauville City the best for me, and over time, Paralyze, 1 HP, Pokeball would have done the trick, but goodbye to Latios. Anyway, if you missed any episodes of Pokemon Sapphire thus far, there's a link in the description to the entire playlist. Plus, there will be some links to some other videos I have done during the outro, and a link to subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed for all this epic action. You don't want to miss out, of course. But, in addition to this, there's also Pokemon Moon playthrough on the go through the week. We have Pokemon TCG matches, news update video thingies, and on occasion, I'll be having another Pokemon Go episode like I had yesterday that you can check out and see what my real-world adventures in the now Johto region, I guess, of Pokemon Go is all about. But with that, this might be the end, at least temporarily, of our Sapphire playthrough here in the Hoenn region, because there's really not much left to do. Now, hopefully I can get another playthrough started up next week, and we'll see how that goes. I'm going to probably start it on the weekend, but I might move that to a Monday to Friday weekend, or, weekday upload, and switch Pokemon Moon onto the weekends, because we're almost done with Moon as it is as well. But with that, I'm going to relax a little bit. I'm going to get this video edited, hopefully get it uploaded in time for our Sunday upload. Who knows how long it's going to take, but we'll find out. I'll find out behind the scenes. You'll see this episode when it's up. With all that, I'm done rambling. I want to say thanks for sticking with me for this episode. Hopefully you didn't find it too boring and as frustrating as I did. But it is what it is. Legendary captures, legendary encounters will always be like this. At least, I don't know, have they had roaming legendaries in recent generations? I don't even want to think about roaming legendaries. I'm done. Professor Chaz is now signing off. Thanks once again for watching, and I'll catch you next time.